All right, what's cracking, everybody? What's cracking? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Last night I was live on this channel, and I had promised that I would do a Wes Watson reaction today. This one's for Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy and condolences to you and your family. And there were other people that asked for the video for a reaction. I found this one. It's on a different podcast, so I don't know if it's gonna be copyrighted or whatever, but fair use. YouTube, fair use. Come on now, this is a reaction video. This one is called Unstoppable Inmate, Wes Watson. Let's hear all about his unstoppableness.
Been through fucking hell. When you've been through hell.
By the way, I skipped through a lot of shit because there was some music at the beginning. I don't know if that's copyrighted, so I skipped that, and we're just gonna start here. And Wes, you just heard him. He's been through a lot of shit, eh? Serio.
It's very easy to pull that out. I mean, the gold fucking exists at the bottom. When you're at the top and you're winning, that's where most people are actually losing. I spent so much time at the bottom and so much pain. I pulled all the gems from the fucking below, where most people have even known where existence could.
You were at the bottom, and you took all the gold, and that was something that was jewels with the gold. You took that too, but now you're at the top, so now you're losing the gold and the gems in it. Okay, all right. I'm trying to follow along.
Be, and that's just it's what I pride myself with. Gratitude is learned at the bottom. Everything is got from the bottom when you actually faced true adversity, because true adversity introduces a man to himself.
And what is the story of Wes Watson? We've got a lot of people, new viewers, that have seen you all over social media.
Get ready, new viewers.
And let's be honest. Oh, we got a mic issue here. Oh, there we go.
Sounds good. Yeah.
There we go. Some people might have seen you, but not know the story. Kind of like, so take my viewers back to who Wes Watson is, how you got into social media, and how really you've gone and taken your message and blown the fuck up.
I mean, it's been a crazy ride, but I grew up in Oceanside, California, San Diego.
Shout out to San Diego.
Surfer, skater, snowboarder. I mean, I just grew up wanting to smoke weed for free. I used to smoke weed. I want to smoke for free. So I started selling. Weed at a young age. And I remember I went on a trip with my family at like 10, and my mom gave me $100. And I was so shady even at 10. I said I lost the $100, like right when we went on the trip.
True fucking hustler.
Yeah, I lost that shit. And then when I came back, I bought a 1/4 ounce.
10 years old, people. 10 years old. And he bought a 1/4 ounce. A 1/4 ounce. At first I thought he said 1/4 pound. He bought a 1/4 ounce for $100. Let's see.
I bought a 1/4 ounce for $100, and then I broke it down into 7 grams for $20, made 140. From there,
10?
Yeah, 7 grams for 20 each, so I made 140 off the 1/4 I bought for $100. By the time I was 15, I bought a lifted Z71 truck cash, had it for like 8 months, and then had the brand new Escalade. I drove the brand new Escalade to high school on 23s. I was just a fucking hustler. I always found a way to make shit happen, and selling weed and smoking for free and selling coke and other drugs was what we did at the time, because we partied, and we were those kids who just wanted some validation, like as a man, like I got some money, I got the stuff. You know, everyone kind of went through that age group in my area where we were just trying to fund our own lifestyle and find out what the fuck worked. So that turned into me getting a bunch of pounds. Pounds turned into hundreds of pounds.
Tons? Are tons next? What are you, 15 and a half at this point? Like 15 3/4?
Hundreds of pounds turned into massive violence. Then I landed in prison for 10 fucking years. So I landed in prison for 10 fucking years for robbery in the first of an inhabited dwelling, burglary, battery, assault with a deadly weapon.
Maybe I'm not hearing right. Pounds turns into tens of pounds, and then hundreds of pounds, and then let's go burglarize a house. Let's go break into a house. It makes sense, eh? Serio, like, now that I think about it, that makes sense. You got an Escalade and a Z 535-7 Z-234, whatever the fuck your truck was, that was very lifted, an Escalade on 23s at 15. Now you're robbing a house.
Weapon, the whole nine. So I got 10 fucking years for that. I'm going away for 10 fucking years at 25 years old. U.S. Marshals, draw down, stick the AK-47 in my fucking face.
Hold up. Did you catch what I caught? Of course you did. That's why you watch the channel. Listen to this though.
A bunch of pounds turned into hundreds of pounds turned into massive violence.
Massive.
Then I landed in prison for 10 fucking years.
Oh my God.
So I landed in prison for 10 fucking years for robbery in the first of an inhabited dwelling, burglary, battery, assault with a deadly weapon, the whole nine. So I got 10 fucking years for that. I'm
Massive
going away
violence.
for 10 fucking years at 25
God.
years old. U.S. Marshals, draw down, stick the AK-47 in my
AK-47 was a motherfucking tool. The United States military cannot use an AK-47. But the Marshals do? Who did they clear that? Did they clear that with U.S.? Like, did they call you like, hey, Wes, is it okay if we carry an illegal firearm just to draw down on you? Like, we won't use it on... And he was like, yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. The Marshals drew down on him with an AK.
My fucking face, and I know it's over.
It's
I didn't even
over.
know what I was getting busted for at that time because I'd been in trouble for so many fucking things. And I'd done so much dirt.
Yeah.
So I look at my chick at the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Bye, babe. That's what you said.
So I go upstate for 10 years, and during that time incarcerated, I was still fucking up. I was still pushing dope. I was still doing my thing in prison. You guys think like getting busted and getting 10 years? Most pussy motherfuckers, if they got handcuffed for 10 hours, would be such a fucking...
That's probably a lawsuit, Wes. They're handcuffed for 10 hours. Really? They don't even handcuff terrorists for 10 hours. Maybe one cuff, so that's like only half as bad. But okay, so in your thing, motherfuckers got handcuffed for 10 hours. That's got to be at least a $200,000 lawsuit they're going to win, right? But let's just keep going.
Blubbering mess, pussy, bitch, broad.
Hold on. Let's go back to what he said. That most people that get handcuffed, most of those are criminals. A lot are very hardened criminals. But let's go along with what he's saying. Most people, that get handcuffed for 10 hours turn into blubbering bitches. I don't believe it.
Of a man after 10 hours, they would be changed forever. I swear to God, I'll change. And then give them 10 days.
Oh, no. You handcuffed them for 10 days, Wes? That's a lot more money. That lawsuit is good. Let's see what else.
Be like, fuck, like rewriting their whole life story. Give them 10 weeks. Now their bills are defunct. Their life's actually getting fucked. Give them 10 months. Everything's gone. Give them 10 years.
Oh, no. 10 years in handcuffs. Their shoulders gotta be hurting, homie. 10 years in handcuffs. Yeah, you know what? You're right. They probably wouldn't be able to hang 10 years in handcuffs. You would think they would figure out how to move the cuffs to the front and then like a way to like, hey, homie, like, hey, Holmes, you've been down 10 years, fool. You haven't made a handcuff key yet? Come on now. 10 months, homie. Hey, you been on this yard 10 months. Hey, you still got them handcuffs on? The fuck, you fucking idiot? I'm over here involved in his Fantasyland ass story. My bad.
You're not even in the system anymore. I got out of fucking prison after 10 years. They didn't even know who I was when I went.
Where does Wes get this from? I paroled in 2017, right? And I had never had a driver's license before. So when I went to the DMV, I had to take the test. I had to do all that. There was a homie that had done almost to the day, almost the exact amount of time as me. He had done 24 years. He got out a week before me. He went to the DMV and he was still in the computer, and they reissued his license. And there were a bunch of lifers that did over 20 years, and because they had a driver's license before, they just got their license reissued. But Mystery Man, who had Escalades and lifted trucks and like anything else you can think of, he's a ghost. He's like, are we later gonna find out he's CIA?
Went to get a selfie. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
There's nothing. I didn't have anything on my credit. I was nobody. I was wiped out of the system. I had to start over from scratch. And at 35, I got out with $200 to my name, but just a massively strong mindset with undeniable clarity, and was able to get where I'm at today.
And that was 10
Amazing.
years to the pretty much the day, right? He was locked up for doing in that 10 years. There's obviously something changed, and I know your story, so I'm kind of like privy to this. You kind of broken up your life story inside in different sectors. If I'm, not without speaking your own story, but you said for the first couple of years
I was gangster as fuck.
Yes.
First couple of years I came in and I didn't see, no one sees the fucking light at the end of the tunnel when you get 10 fucking years. So I get busted and I'm like, I'm going to be the best at this prison shit. So I'm covered in all Cali gang ink that I earned. I mean, it says the car that I belong to in prison. If you're white and you go to prison, you're in a fucking gang full of white boys.
Wait, I had to respond to the homie.
Doing in that 10 years, there's obviously something changed, and I know your story, so I'm kind of like privy to this. You kind of broken up your life story inside in different sectors. If I'm, not without speaking your own story, but you said for the first couple of years I
was gangster as fuck.
Yes.
First couple of years I came in and I didn't see, no one sees the fucking light at the end of the tunnel when you get 10 fucking years. So I get busted and I'm like, I'm going to be the best at this prison shit. So I'm covered in all Cali gang ink that I earned. I mean, it says the car that I belong to in prison. If you're white and you go to prison, you're in a fucking gang full of white boys. That's what the fuck is. Yeah. If Flex hits the line, it don't matter how big, how bad, who the fuck you think you are. You're MMA dude, you're a bodybuilder, you're the most badass fucking motherfucker on the planet. It don't matter. We got the numbers. Like, you're going to get served. You're going to listen. So you roll up with your bedroll, your fish kit. Here comes Flex. He's got his shit. And they come to the block. Like, hey, what's up? Where's my rack at? So they go put
Dorm living. Where's my rack? Obvious dorm living. Nobody comes into a building. If it's cell living, if it's a level 3, a level 4, nobody comes in and says, hey, where's my rack? It's fucking above the door, you dummy. What'd they tell you? Cell 101? 101, right there. Where's your rack? Inside cell 101. The fuck? But if you're in a dorm, I could see how, I've never been on a dorm other than fucking YA, right? In camp. But I could see, like, if you're in a dorm, this a lot of bunks. Hey, where's my rack? Makes sense, right? But let's live in his fantasy land.
At your rack, you give them your paperwork. Your paperwork's what you've been charged with. Now they're gonna grab that paperwork. They're gonna come bring it to me.
Bring it to you.
I'm gonna see if you're good or not. If you're not good, that means you're here for a rape, something with kids, or some charge that's not good. If you got busted for something like that, you're stabbed on the fucking spot. They're gonna try.
Wow, on the spot. Damn. Is this the first time they panned back and we saw his pants? Well, she make a lot of money, big dog. Is this for reals? This like Mad Max? What? Thunderdome? The Tupac fucking California Love pants? Okay. Anyways, damn, they move fast. Stabbed him on the spot. Like, apparently they have shooters that are ready with the clavo in them, and all the wheelers that got to go to the back, and everybody walks around with that. Like, okay, yeah, all the kites are not going on this one because it's on the spot. Again, my bad. It's your fantasy.
Try to fucking kill you. They're gonna mark your face up so bad.
Gonna kill him.
First off, so everyone knows you're a piece of shit. But the fact is once you hit the line and you're good, you're gonna come meet me, or you're gonna meet the dude who's got the keys to the yard or the block, and they're gonna tell you, hey, anything I fucking ask you, the answer is yes, and that's.
What is this guy's name? Doesn't say, straight out of the lair. Big dog. This guy's full of shit. Every man can say no. There might be repercussions for the no, but there might not. Just because this moron asks you something, I'm not saying him. I'm just saying this moron, so-called shot caller, or whoever has the block or the dorm. I don't know how that works, but just because they ask you something doesn't mean it's legit. But hey, bro. Hey, can I just stick this water bottle in your butt? The answer is gonna be yes. Come on now, Wes.
That's how it goes.
Hey, warm this up for me, big
It's
dog.
a dictatorship, not a democracy.
So run me back. I've been, God forbid now, but I've been arrested, full, 9 yards. The bus comes. They're dropping these people off. Take me from prisoner walking in to then what you just said, getting the papers. Is there a process that gets, outside of what the prison officers do to what you do? I know there's obviously this hierarchy and everything that goes on in there. So.
Yeah, there's massive prison politics. So when you get dropped off, you're going to be, like I said, you're going to come in with your bedroll. We're going to meet who you are. We're going to figure out if you're good or bad. That means if you're going to walk the main line, GP or not. I did my whole term GP in Cali prison.
You were never in California prisons. There's a lot of videos out about that now. You were in reception and then you were out of state.
So we're going to figure out who the fuck you are. And once we know you're good, we're going to put you to work. I mean, you're just going to be working out with us. You're going to be programming with us. You wake up at a certain time. You eat at a certain time. You work out at a certain time. And everything's mandatory. You're going to work out every fucking day. We're going to make you a soldier for what we're doing, which is protecting our people. It doesn't fucking matter. If one of your people fuck up, you have to jump with them. And you're going to get a lot of time. If you're going to be doing any of this violence, any of these fucking gangster activities that go on in fucking Cali prison, which is straight
Be careful.
gangland, you're going to get some extra time.
What, you got sentenced to 10 years. You did 8. You didn't even do the full 10. Were you not doing gangster shit? Oh, shit. Shots fired. Man, hey, this dude, look it. I hope you guys are enjoying this because it is it's like working out, dealing with this shit. But I will say he's consistent on most of the bullshit. Like he's rehearsed. I heard a video this morning that I might piece some of that with another video that is complete contradiction, just so you could see where he slipped up. He rewrote the script. Because I think people called him on it because the other video was an old video. And he said something that was obvious. It was like, hold up. He could not have been on a level 3 or 4 for sure, talking about that. But he rewrote the script. And, but yeah, he's was doing all this gangster shit and, got 10 years and got out in 8. But if you do gangster shit, you're going to catch time.
And when you have letters on your knees like I do, SoCal on your quads, Dago on your stomach. I have my initials on my chest, and then it says Dago on my stomach. That's my fucking license plate. When I roll up to a prison, they're like, oh, that's Dago Wes Watson right there. And they know who the fuck I am from far away. They're like, dude's a bad motherfucker. I've heard about him. Shit's going to change here. This dude runs shit.
He's serious. Whoa, they didn't want to stop on that one, Wes. Damn, I thought we were gonna have to kick some people out. Anyways, yeah, it's all fucking perfectly clear.
And if you roll up and you just don't got any of your shit on you, like, oh, this dude's a new booty. This guy's a fish right here. This guy's fresh as fuck. And like you're walking around, you think you're badass, but everybody's just like,
Did I hear right? The laughing threw me off. I think he said something about if you don't have ink on you, you're a new booty. I know killers that were down a very long time that didn't like tattoos. Treat them like a new booty.
Oh, this dude, I watched him on the phone. He was soft as shit. Babe, can you put money on my books? Oh my God, it's so fucked up here. We're just sitting here laughing. Like, look at this fucking dude. When you've been in years and years and years, you've seen everything.
Yeah.
There's been times where someone comes in, they got bad paperwork. And the guy comes in and everybody knows he's got bad paperwork.
How?
Everybody knows.
How? How does everybody know? The guy had to come in. Somebody had to have recognized him and went to who needed to know. And then based on how they want to get down, it could be, well, hey, homie, there ain't no paperwork. You know about it, right? Yeah, I know about it, homie. I got this. It'll be something like that. But it's not going to be one of those things where, hey, you're going to run around like a woman and, hey, get that guy right there. Hey, check this out. And oh, hold on. Wait right there. I'm going to go tell that guy too. And that guy said, hey, do me a favor. Now that I told you, go tell that guy over there. The fuck? How does everybody know?
He's about to get killed.
Killed.
And he's sitting there making his coffee, having his morning.
Where? Oh, in the dorm.
Then some fucking sickening looking white boys come up to him.
In the dorm. There's been a lot of murders in the dorms in the CDC. There's been a lot of fucking murders in the dorm in California. Gee, God.
They're like, hey, let's go get a workout out on the yard. And we're like, oh my God, these motherfuckers, dude. And it'll be just some fucking face tatted, nasty, slung back fucking dudes doing the gang of time that are rocking that piece with them, and they're gonna kill the dude. So they get the dude all pumped up. They bring him out to yard, have him doing burpees, have him doing bar work. The second he's all pumped up, just start filleting him up, and just there he is, a piece of meat on the floor. So when you've seen someone's fucking soul leave their body, you start to really believe that there's something more.
So dramatic. When you've just seen somebody's soul leave their body, man, there's more to life.
To this life. And I had just been through so much pain that whole time in prison.
What? From what?
So much fucking drama and bullshit. Even a stabbing that I carried out in there that caught me a shoe term. I didn't think I was getting out. I've been through so much shit, seen so much murder, so much violence.
Hold up. Whoa. Wes, what murders happened around you? Oh man, you're opening the door for people to go back and look at what prisons you were in and what murders happened there. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. They'll still suck up every fucking thing he puts out.
So much fuckery and been such a part of it that I'm like, I want more for myself. This is fucking bullshit. I don't want to do life in here. Okay. So I started to change. I couldn't change fully in there. I still had to put in work till the day I left. The day I left, I still had to put in work. Wow. This wasn't me changing and fucking like all of a sudden being like, oh.
The day he left, he put in work.
No, I'm following a new leaf. I can't do anything you guys told me. They would fuck you up. You can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't follow a new path. You had to still live the life while still consciously trying to incorporate new elements.
100%. So I went from, I always tried to live by the laws of man like most people do in society. And the laws of man I would always try to break because I thought you could get away with shit. Once I started living by universal laws, I knew I couldn't get away with shit. So it didn't matter if I got away with it or not. I never got away with it in my heart and in my soul that if we sold some heroin or some dope to someone in prison and they motherfucking pieced out, they straight died and overdosed. God, I just took someone's fucking son from took someone's son from a mother. Fuck. And as I started to become more, because the law of exposure states that once exposed, you can't be unexposed. So once I was exposed to understanding karmic debt and other universal laws, then I was like, I really can't get away with this. This shit hurts to be a part of it. So it actually was hurting me to be such a shitbag. So I finally elevated to that level. And all you motherfuckers out here listening who think you're badass, you've never really been in a position to where you had to fucking really look within and realize we're being governed by something much greater, whatever you want to call it, our creator, God, the universe. You can't get, nobody will ever get away with fucking anything. You may get away with it and not get caught by the cops, but it's
okay. I can agree, but the pants again.
affecting your life in some way when you're a shitty motherfucker, and when you're not just operating from the golden rule, doing unto others as you would want done to yourself.
When did you kind of start having these realizations? You mentioned going in the shoe. Was it that personal time?
That was one of the times. So someone was talking shit about my dip form. We were doing dips. We were doing dips. We were doing straight dips.
Point noted when we trained together,
dude. In the block. So there was a dip bar in the block at this place and a pull-up bar, and we were doing dips. And this fool was like talking shit. I wasn't going low enough or something. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Shut the fuck up. And you can't do that.
Right.
Like to another white dude, I can't disrespect him in public like that. And he knew he had to do something about it. So he's like, what? Let's go get him up then. If you're gonna talk shit, who you talking to? I'm like, just fucking go, motherfucker. So I packed my piece. I just fucking went in my cell. I shoved my piece down the front. We have a pocket in the front, so I have a pocket sewn in my shorts, and I just put my shit in there. And I go into the cell, and people are like, oh shit.
Like, sure, he had a piece.
This fool, because you can't just fight another white boy at some of these yards. You're not allowed to just fight. If it's the level 4 politics state, if it's not serious enough for you to stab the person over it, drop it. Because we need the numbers on the yard. It's a great thing to apply in real life out here. If you're not seriously gonna go kill this dude over your fucking road rage or the problem you think you're having, that you're gonna have a hissy fit. Imagine how big of pussies people are out here. They're like gonna cry about something, whine about something, yell about something, bitch about something, and they ain't even ready to do nothing about it.
No, just one.
So yeah, and so in prison, it's like, if you ain't nothing to do about it, if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, homeboy, quit blowing that fucking hot air, bitch. What's up?
They won't tell you that. They'll tell you everything until the bitch part. If they're gonna say bitch, they're stabbing you immediately after that word, because it's on.
Like, here, you got a problem? Well, here's the piece. Go handle it. If it's pissing you off that much, go kill the motherfucker. And so that's like a politic.
Yeah, no investigation to make sure it's legit. Just or you don't like the guy? Or serio? Okay, well, go kill him. Who the fuck are you? The other guy, he don't have a say in nothing? He's a good dude, but because this dude's complaining about him, kill him? Right.
Dig in there. So we couldn't even fight. So I go in the cell, and I literally, I light the fool up. I give him that fucking,
He didn't give you that scar right there on your eyebrow. Not him. Somebody else lit you up, but it wasn't that guy.
That smile from ear to ear, just fucking through his whole cheek, behind his ear, and about 300 stitches. And I end up in the BMU. He ends up in the BMU. We get sprayed. They spray the shit out of you, all up in your hair and your nose and your fucking shit. And the thing is, you're so sick in prison, you're so fucked up that, like, we don't have like that much cell time alone. So they put you in a cell by yourself. You still go fucking probably jack off, and that shit's fucking. You're taking you're taking a bird bath in prison. This is how you should bath up. This is how you bathe in prison. You sit on the toilet, you plug the sink, you fill it up with water, and you get a cup and you pour it on top of you over the toilet. That's how you take a shower in most of these prisons, because you're on lockdown.
Yeah.
You can't go shower. But you're so fucked up, you're pouring it on your head. They sprayed you. That shit's leaking down onto your dick and in your dickhead. And just
rookie move. If you get hit with that spray, and you know that's what's going to happen if you put water, guess what you do? Or guess what you don't do? You don't bird bath. You let that shit dry up and flake off of you. Wes is into some, what is that, S&M type shit, man.
Just burning the shit out of your shit. And since you're finally alone in the cell, you're like, might as well hit one.
May as well.
Dude, but everyone's always thinking like, semen retention or something. That's why prisoners are probably so strong. People are strong because they restrain desire. So if your real desire is sex or something like that, and you restrain it, then you're building strength. If your real desire is snack food and you restrain it, then you're building strength. If your real desire is alcohol and you're restraining it, you're building strength. So
is your real desire lying? Because you strength is got all the strength in the world there. I don't even know if I understand that right.
The whole thing is like, you don't even do it. So many things are taken from you in prison that when you're able to just denounce desires that are not even available to you, you become mentally stronger. But anyways, I whacked this dude.
No, you didn't. You fist fought him. You put your piece away. Remember? Your imaginary piece. You put it away in the front pocket because there's a drop pocket in the front, and we drop them in there, and that's where my piece was at. And I socked him up, and I cut him from ear to ear, but really it was only one side, and it was around his ear, and like halfway down his back. That's why he needed 300 stitches. But you didn't whack him.
End up in the BMU. Captain Weir comes strolling by.
Why are you in the BMU? Why you got to go to Ad Seg and then get you got to go to Ad Seg, then get classified, and then classification committee will say you got to go to the BMU. Like you're supposed to go to Ad Seg, then the SHU, and then BMU or something like that. But you don't just go to BMU, right? I've never seen that. You got to be classified to go there.
I'm like, hey, what's up? When am I getting out of here? Because they had already brought the kid back to the line. He's like, you ain't getting out. You fucking, let me see. I'll bring the photos tomorrow. He brings the photos. Dude's splattered. They always make it look so much worse than it is. It was bad. Yeah. I was there and all, but they make it look like Hannibal Lecter shit or some fucked up shit. I'm like, oh, God damn, I'm fucked. So I'm for sure getting a life sentence because I already have 2 strikes on this case. Here's a 3rd strike. I just stabbed someone in prison. It's 3rd strike.
And when are you?
What happened here? He just said, I just stabbed somebody in prison. I'm confused. Let me know in the comment section if he's talking about 2 separate incidents, because I only heard about the one because he was doing his dips wrong.
You out in your serving terms?
Right here at this time, I'm in like 5 years in.
Okay.
And then so the whole point is that they end up not picking up the case because there was a riot at that time. You guys can look up the riot, NFCF prison riot. This was a correct
NFCF. Let's remember that.
Corrections Corp of America in Oklahoma. So a bunch of Cali inmates are in Oklahoma doing California time with California politics because CCA, Correction Corp of America, shipped us out there to middleman us. So we're not on the Cali roster because the Cali roster was overcrowded. So now we're out there just fucking running shit with a bunch of fucking Oklahoma rent-a-cops.
Shout out to Oklahoma.
That should work at Walmart, but we're just some really political California gangsters who are institutionally sophisticated, who can get shit in that they can't even fathom what we're doing.
Wild.
Yeah, and so there was a massive riot, and 180 attempted murders were handed out during this riot because so many people were getting booked. I mean, I see them up.
It's so stupid. Listen, I don't know what they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But 9 out of 10 people in prison know that when there's a riot, it's basically a freebie. You're going to whack people and get away with it, and you're going to get like a fucking however month-long shooter, unless they catch you dead bang. Or like the Bay where there's cameras where you're not getting away. But if it's a prison that doesn't have the whole yard on camera, right? You're going to go to the Ad Seg, everybody's locked down, and then they're going to transfer. You got a freebie. You got to whack somebody. You're going to get a participation in a riot. But how do they know that you stabbed that guy or those guys? So how do you get, what was it, 100, however many attempted murders? How? Did they all plead guilty?
Motherfucker get his feet sawed off. Motherfuckers
Woo! Is that right? Eh? Sad. Yo. Let's see. Hold on. Remember what riot it was. Look it up. Let's find out how many people were walking around with no feet in that motherfucking prison when that riot was over.
Of America in Oklahoma. So a bunch of Cali inmates are in Oklahoma doing California time with California politics because CCA, Correction Corp of America, shipped us out there to middleman us. So we're not on the Cali roster because the Cali roster was overcrowded. So now we're out there just fucking running shit with a bunch of fucking Oklahoma rent-a-cops that should work at Walmart, but we're just some really political California gangsters who are institutionally sophisticated, who can get shit in that they can't even fathom what we're doing.
Wild.
Yeah, and so there was a massive riot, and 180 attempted murders were handed out during this riot because so many people were getting booked. I mean, I see a motherfucker get his feet sawed off.
First it was stabbed off. Now it's sawed. Now they have hacksaws or chainsaws. They probably had chainsaws. They probably did.
Oh yeah, they're just, dude, guys are going back in their cells, smoking speed and doing lines and coming out and just gutting motherfuckers.
Right. Right. They go back in their cell and they smoke meth and they snort lines. And then they come back out. I talked about this in another video when he brought it up. What did the bad guys do? The rivals. They waited outside the cell for him. Oh, fuck it. Wow. We need to look this riot up. I need to do a reaction to that riot. The no feet riot is what we're calling it. I think we did enough. This video is long as hell. My homeboy's on his way to go eat. Just left the doctor's office. Hopefully he's feeling better. He's the one that lost a toe recently. So he invited me to lunch. I still have another video to record. So I'm gonna call this one quits here. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.